On the campaign trail, Ohio Governor John Kasich has tried to be positive and polite in what has often been an unruly campaign season.
And I want you to know I will never take the low road to the highest office in the land. I will run a positive campaign.
He paints himself as someone who has worked across the aisle to get things done. Is this the real John Kasich that we see on the campaign trail?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
That's what's so beautiful about him.
Yeah.
This is who he is, okay?
A man who tells voters, "You're special," and even offers up hugs. But some say this Kasich is a far cry from the guy they know, a man who has little patience for those who cross him, even a police officer.
Back gives me a ticket, says you must report to court. If you don't report to court, we're putting a warrant out for your arrest. He's an idiot.
Kasich later apologized to the officer. At the State House, the Senate Democratic minority leader says the governor has not tried to bridge divides. Joe Schiavone represents Youngstown, whose school district the state has taken over.
Me getting a call 6 or 8 months ago saying the governor's going to push a bill to take over your schools tomorrow, just wanted to give you a heads up. No conversation, no hugs, no handshakes. You know, just we're doing it tomorrow because I say so.
Schiavone also says the governor is hardly the moderate he appears on the national stage. He tried to take away collective bargaining rights from public employee unions in Ohio.
When he was moving that bill, he said, get on the bus or the bus is going to run you over. That sounds more Trump-like than Kasich-like.
As Governor Kasich has also cut funding for Planned Parenthood, signed restrictive abortion clinic laws, about half have had to close, supported gun rights and school choice.
Conservative on some issues, but certainly not conservative on all issues.
Jason Hart is a reporter for a conservative website and points to Kasich's decision to embrace part of Obamacare by expanding Medicaid in Ohio as a significant break from his Republican roots.
I don't know that anyone could defend with a straight face that policy as fiscally conservative or fiscally responsible, particularly when the federal government is $19 trillion in debt. So he has changed, I think would be the polite way to say it.
Kasich has cited the Bible to justify the Medicaid expansion.
It's a remarkable book. If you don't have one, I'll buy you one. And it talks about how we treat the poor.
He has a soft spot for those who need help, those in the shadows. And obviously, a big portion of those in the shadows are those with mental illnesses.
As head of the Office for the National Alliance on Mental Illness, Russell was worried he would not have an ally in this Republican governor. Instead, Kasich has become his champion, allocating an additional $110 million for services on top of the controversial Medicaid expansion.
I think it was a tremendous political risk, and some of his own party are criticizing today for doing that. But he looked out and saw the people in need.
Kasich is a man of contradictions, criticized from both the left and the right. The head of the state Republican Party mimicked the candidate's own words to size him up.
Sounds like, maybe the porridge was too cold on one side, too hot on the other, and John Kasich has it just right.
So the question is that the right temperature for Ohio voters? We will find out tomorrow. Now, Matt Borges, that Republican chairman here in the state, told me, Tony, that he is getting calls from Republican leaders all over the country saying Kasich has to win Ohio. It's critical to try to put the brake on Donald Trump. Of course, that's just what John Kasich hopes to do tomorrow.
Okay, so Lisa, he's popular. But how popular is Governor Kasich in his home state, and is that enough to stop Trump?
Well, no one expects it's going to be a runaway tomorrow. This is a tough fight here in the state. His supporters like to point out that he won 86 of 88 counties when he ran for re-election, but really that was with a Democratic candidate who imploded and was really not a threat at all. So the Kasich folks say they're taking nothing for granted. The polls have them neck and neck.
Lisa Stark is in Westerville, Ohio for us. Lisa, good to see you. Thank you. Another big prize up for